Welcome back to the DeClerc Homestead. We are starting a new project that I thought I would share with you guys, and I am calling it the Orchard Garden. So I'm over here by our big crop garden. As you can see, the chickens are just working their way through it right now, but we have these young fruit trees that we put in our first year here, which would have been 2020, and they're about to get a pretty big makeover. So about a month ago, we started putting down cardboard and wood chips to cover all of the grass in this entire area. My plan or my dream was always to have a kind of tree guild or fruit guild. I have comfrey, and that's as far as I got. So we're going to make more progress this year now to get the rest of that vision fulfilled. I just need to make a quick plug for this jet sled. If you don't have one of these, highly recommend. It's like the bigger version of a 5-gallon bucket. It's so useful around the farm. I think we use it more in the summertime than we do actually in the wintertime, but I love it for hauling stuff. Anyways, taking out all of these posts so that we can get the tractor in here with wood chips. So the reason why we want to put cardboard and wood chips down in this entire area is, number one, to kill off the grass. It's kind of just a challenging area to mow because there are so many trees to go around and it's tight with the fence in the garden on either side. But also it's going to help to maintain our fence line, that we're not going to have to, worry about stuff growing up from underneath it as much. And it's also just going to give us less competition from weeds and grass and make it easier for the things that we do want to grow here to be able to grow well. We are layering the wood chips really thick. It's probably a foot deep in some areas. And that's just because, number one, we have them and kind of want to get them out of where they are piled up right now. But number two, it's such a big area. The whole space is probably about 150 or 160 feet by 12. So we don't want to have to re-mulch it anytime soon. We obviously needed a lot of cardboard to cover this entire area. So if you're looking for a bunch of cardboard, whether for a project like this or for your garden, a quick tip, I go to my local feed mill elevator and they get on every pallet a 4x4 sheet of cardboard that just sits on the bottom, and there's no tape and there's no staples and there's no like waxy coating, and it's like the best cardboard in my opinion because it covers a bunch of space and you don't have to deal with taking off all of the tape. So I'm not sure if other stores would have that as well on things that come on pallets, but definitely check there if you're looking to find some. All of these wood chips came from the local, or I guess I should say county road commission. They were clearing trees nearby us a few months ago, and I stopped and I asked if they needed somewhere to dump them, and they had a huge dump truck. And they said yes, and they came and dropped us a load, and then they dropped us another load, and I think we ended up with like 5 or 6 huge loads from them. So that is where we got them from. I know some people have success with getting them from Tree Services or Chip Drop. I never had before, so I was happy that all of my time waiting to get a good load turned out to be a really big one. So unfortunately, I was just a little bit shy of cardboard. We have one more tree that we need to get around, and then I'm probably going to go 5 or 6 feet past it just to make it a nice little bed space on each side. And then we'll be done with that part of this project. So now that we have kind of our blank slate over here, most kind of food forest or tree guilds are going to view their plantings in layers. So your fruit trees are your top layer, they're the tallest. Then you can kind of have a middle layer of things that are a few feet tall. And then you have your ground layer, which is going to be all of your shorter stuff. So I have some blueberry bushes waiting to be planted for my middle layer. I have also got some rhubarb, and a friend brought me some thyme and oregano for my bottom layer. And I'm just going to start filling in under each tree. So that way eventually we have a whole strip here of different food and perennials to enjoy.